Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Jason, aka Jason, and I'm gonna do a little live streaming for your viewing pleasure. I did this a couple weeks ago. Everybody really liked my feet in the video. They thought that was a really cool addition. They can see that I do currently have both feet on my body, but this is really more for what's up. So my son's gonna do a little Fortnite playing, and I thought I'd just stream some Fortnite for him, and we could just talk baseball, talk shop, talk some silliness, and so I thought I'd do that. We'll see if we have some people come on. My son's rocking some Indiana Pacer jersey pants. I like that. Rock and roll, hoochie coo. So I told him he can get on and play some Fortnite for about maybe about an hour. Oh, workout. Oh, yeah, that's some intense workout session. You know what they need to have instead of the axe. They need to have Negan's bat with the Negan's bat from The Walking Dead. That'd be an awesome one to have.
I love his hands.
Workout. Oh yeah, are you working out too now? Remember, you're streaming live right now, dude. Anybody on YouTube can see you do that.
If anybody on YouTube can do that, they get $1 million.
Who's gonna pay it?
Both of us.
Oh, all of a sudden I'm a millionaire. That's nice. I wish somebody would have told me that earlier in life.
Yeah.
So who are your teammates, Luca?
Huh?
Who's your teammates?
Damien, Christian, and Wyatt. Wyatt's going to take a shower real quick, so it's just me, Damien, and Christian.
Why is everybody not ready except you?
Because Damien Wyatt just had to take a shower. Damien's brushing his teeth right now. That's why I went to go brush my teeth.
Oh yeah.
And Christian went to go get a corn dog, and he's back. So
Christian's a big fan of corn dogs, huh?
yeah, Christian's a huge fan of corn dogs.
Cause he's so corny. Ooh, Royal Dragon. I like that.
It exposes where you are to everybody.
That's true. Like, that's the one, the big Viking ship I have. Everybody sees you with that big Viking ship flying around. The Viking ship one.
This one?
Yeah. I mean, that thing's huge. And you're like super slow going through the sky.
This also explains where you are to everybody.
Right.
This one too.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah. I'm gonna use it. Come on, David. It takes like 3 hours to brush your teeth. Come on, bro. Come on.
Cleanliness is next to godliness.
Huh?
Cleanliness is next to godliness.
Is anybody watching it?
No, not anybody. Well, I guess technically, my understanding is some people can watch, but they're not necessarily like comment. So I don't have anybody comment or watch, but I guess some people can watch without like being shown they're watching. I didn't know that's a feature, but apparently it's a feature because sometimes it'll say like it'll say at the end when I hang up, when I disconnect, it'll say 15 watching, and I'm like, I only had like 4 people like talk, so I don't know where it came from. I don't know. I don't know much about this YouTuber stuff.
It literally takes David like 3 hours to brush all it.
How many teeth does he have in his mouth? Is that a new one? Was that? Oh, what was that? Was that Deadpool or something?
No.
The bat across the dude's back or something?
Dude.
Slow down, yeah. Just keep. Yeah, that. Oh, okay. Red Knight. Okay, that's who that is.
Christian, be the red, or no, that's the red knight right there.
Oh, that's cool. All right.
How long? Christian, what did us do? Duos? Because apparently takes David. Oh no, he's back. Never mind. Christian's the red knight too, and I'm just the awkward shark skin.
You don't have to be the awkward shark skin. You can be the awkward Lucas skin.
Okay, yeah, I guess we do playground.
No, I don't do playground. I want you all to actually battle.
No, if we do playground, then they can see us all battling each other.
No, you all spend like 45 minutes just like running around.
Because you had to go take a shower, so when Wyatt gets back, then we'll.
Alright.
And also, I want to see everybody rage because I'm the worst player here right now.
Are you?
Yeah, Christian's better than me, and David's better than me.
But I'm better than all 3 of you.
Whatever. I love this new dance.
Work it out, baby. Work it out.
Christian just said 1v1 me, Jay.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I don't want to hear you any crying when I beat you.
Oh.
I'm gonna strap some dynamite to you and explode you.
Oh.
They'll be finding pieces of you all over this screen.
I don't know what you mean, Chris. I can't understand what you're saying. What? Oh, wait. Yeah, this is the regular game.
That's awesome.
Just go. Okay, well, come on. You left the game?
What a bunch of lame-os. I'm almost 6 minutes into this video and nothing's happened.
I brushed my teeth, and then, like,
Apparently,
do stuff. Oh, no, put it on no-fill. Put it on no-fill, yeah. Oh, you wanna go to the jubilation challenge, bro? Fight me. Fight me! Oh, never mind. I didn't get to do this.
Are y'all gonna go battle? Are y'all gonna playground? Yeah. Super lame.
Whatever. Playground's not lame.
Playground is lame. It should be called lame ground. That's what it should be called.
Where are we gonna, like, host it? Like, Tilted? Where?
I think you should do it in Haunted Hills.
I wanna go somewhere else. We go Tilted, like, literally every single time.
Go to Loot Lake. Oh, I gotta go to Tomato Town.
I don't want to go. I don't want to play hide and seek. I just want to do 1v1 until Wyatt comes back. Oh yeah, I'll do side battle. I'll do that.
Lame.
Side battles are fun. It's really satisfying when you get the clip, when you get a nice headshot on someone.
Is that satisfactory?
No, I want team 1. No, I'm good.
But are you though?
I'll check. Okay, well, I guess me and Chris are going to be on the same team. Even though... Okay, never mind. I'll just leave because I'm a good person. That could be one at Pawn Shop. What about this one? What color is this vending machine? It is a green vending machine. Did you check, Kristen? Did you go to Pawn Shop?
Did you go to Pawn Shop?
I'm gonna check the one at Pawn Shop. What kind of vending machine is it? Purple vending machine at Pawn Shop. No sniper though. There's no sniper.
Sniper don't snipe. Oh, that's swiper don't swipe. Never mind.
No. That's boring.
You know what's more boring than that?
What?
This right here.
What?
This right here.
Your face?
It's
Ooh,
beautiful.
Yeah, I got a good gun. And I got another good gun.
I got an even better gun. I got a squirt gun. It's filled with battery acid. I wish I had a little boy. Was it crying so much like a little baby? You got a sniper?
No, I don't.
You can't use that gun then if you don't have a sniper, right?
I call it. I already called it. Hey, what? Hey, bud. Not me.
Oh, I forgot about David Lee's having an auction today. I might need to pop over to his channel here and check a look out and do some auction.
I don't have a sniper.
So who knows? Yeah. I don't have a sniper. Sounds like a personal problem.
Come on, where's the sniper?
Sniper don't snipe.
Whatever.
I think you're gonna get BM'd here in a minute. Somebody's gonna be all over you, and you're not gonna like it at all. It's gonna be awful. It's gonna be awful.
Come on, what happened to all those like snipers?
That road construction sign didn't do anything to you.
What did you say, Dad?
That road construction sign didn't do anything to you. Oh, there's another chest.
Oh, come on. I need only one without a sniper or a deagle.
I guess you're just going to fight the old-fashioned way with your hands.
I have a thermal.
That's a sniper, isn't it?
Oh, come on. Okay, well, I'm just gonna, like, just roam around and try to find a hunting rifle.
You're going to run around just like Kane in Kung Fu?
Well, they're making me try to find a hunting rifle, so.
Oh, there you go.
Come on.
I think you should just use one of those little pea shooters.
Oh, because I just consider cheating.
So, that won't be the first time you ever cheated. Ooh, cold. Ice cold. As I told you before, I knew this was going to be boring.
I'm trying to find a... Can I just play with the thermal, please? Because I'm not going to find a hunting rifle anytime soon.
I guess you're just going to have to go somewhere else in the game and play a solo.
Come on! Give me a hunting rifle! Never mind, you don't give me a hunting rifle.
That's embarrassing.
Come on, game! Just give me a hunting rifle and I'll stop complaining.
Those are first for everything.
Hunting rifle! No, I thought it was a hunting rifle for a second. I'm not even battling, I'm in basketball court trying to find a sniper. Can I just please use the turtle?
The thermal?
Oh my goodness. What happened to all the hunting rifles? You guys get hunting rifles, but I don't get hunting rifles? Can I have one of your guys' deagles or a hunting rifle or something from one of you guys? Hunting rifle. No. Yes, you did. You said you had a hunting rifle. Come on. Wait, check his loot. I want to see if he has a hunting rifle. I'm going to check his loot. No, we're in the playground. I don't know where I have to go. Oh.
Oh.
I did it. No, I didn't. I used the
Hey, what's going on, Jameson? My son over here is playing a little bit of Fortnite.
What else am I supposed to do?
So I just thought I'd do some live stream, hanging out, talking baseball cards, talking Fortnite apparently, talking about just goofing around. What are you up to, man? How you and Isaac doing?
See, you can still kill me. Good job.
We're going to get ready to watch a bunch of 90-year-old Rage on a video game here. And I'll just settle him down and whip his butt. Hey, man, National Baseball Card Day was fun, man. I went on Friday, so I didn't actually go... I didn't actually go on Saturday, and the guy who does the guy at my local card shop at in Greenfield, Indiana, where I'm in the area, he Ready Player One's a great movie, man. I love that. I wanted to go see that with my son 3 or 4 months ago. It was a great time. But yeah, we went to the baseball. We went to the local card shop, or I did, and I picked up some of the. He gave me some of the free packs and the free cards of Reese Hoskins, and Aaron Judge, and they gave me one of those packs, and I gave another one to my friend. I picked up a bunch of. I picked up a box of bunt baseball cards for fun, and a couple '90s junk era card packs for kicks and giggles. So yeah, I actually did a YouTube video a couple minutes ago, or a couple days ago, streaming about that. But now that you need to go back and watch it, but that's what I did. What about you, man? I saw you all had some pretty good pickups on your videos from this past weekend.
Oh my gosh! Can I please just have a deagle? Christian, can I please use your deagle?
Have you all seen Ready Player One before? Yeah, that's awesome. I saw that I saw that video. It was really cool. I also saw that when you said you went to Walmart and you all didn't have very good success with Walmart hangers or whatnot, but you still have some nice cards. Isaac's pretty lucky dude. He gets a lot of cool stuff. You need to have him buy all your stuff or grab it or touch it because apparently he has the magic touch. Yeah, that movie was really good. I think you and I are probably around the same age, so that video game culture of the '80s and all that nostalgia was super cool. I really enjoyed it.
Six? No. I don't have any.
Yeah, we don't have a Target around here anymore. We have a Meijer and a Walmart, at least within like a 10-minute driving distance, 15 minutes. If I want to drive a little further out, there's a Target. But since I have that local card shop I go to, it's usually that's where I usually go. But he doesn't keep up with a lot of the newer products. He said there's not a big interest for it around this area. So he deals mostly with vintage and like junk era stuff. That's where most of the interest is. What is up, Victor? Victor Negron Cards, my brother from another mother. How you doing?
I know some Christian. I know some Christian.
My son's playing a little bit of Fortnite if you want to know what's going on. There's him rocking the Indiana Pacers jersey shorts.
I know
so. Wow, that's a great deal, dude. An Aaron Judge 2013 card for $12.50. You can't beat that. That is pretty awesome.
Oh.
Hey, Jameson, did you see that I posted that video? The video response for you and Isaac?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. I always put on YouTube, too, whenever I start thinking about life and it gets too sad. I'm like, I need to put on YouTube. 8.5, that's awesome. That's a good grade. Some of those 9, 9, 5, and 10 judge cards are just crazy money now. It's crazy. I don't blame you. Sometimes those prices get out of control. Actually, I think I'm going to put the phone a little closer to the TV so that way I don't got to hold it. And that way I can look at the actual screen a little bit more. And I'll back it up a little bit. So you can see, hopefully you all can see the TV screen.
I headshot a Christian.
I guess that'll be...
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hey.
I just posted it on your response video, so you need to go back and look. I posted it there about 15 minutes ago. But I just want to make sure you know I did it, so...
So Damien has a thermal too. Damien, if you're using a thermal, can I use your hunting rifle?
And I also posted it on my own YouTube channel, by the way, Jameson, so you can look at it on there. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it's my my response video. I think I obviously love what you and Isaac is doing, so obviously I don't need to get into it and say it again. You can just watch the video. Yeah, I hate that too, Victor. Sometimes I forget about comment on people's videos. Like, what I usually do is go back and like try to go back to the original first video of everybody's channel. And then I usually try to like every video. And then if it's a certain topic that I'm interested in, even if it's like a year ago, I'll try to watch the whole thing. But when I get caught up to the last couple episodes, or the last couple months, depending on how frequent people put things out, I'll start like watching the entire video and then making comments. Because I want people to know like I actually wanted to watch their video and like took the time to like comment and not just be like, hey man, great video. Like, but actually, spend some time watching what they're doing. So, I can kind of get familiar with what, their hobbies, likes, and things are. Yeah, man, that Yogi Bear is super cool, dude. I love it. It was really, really cool. I couldn't believe it. That Yogi Bear, it was in there with a bunch of Sandy Koufax cards, a couple of Hank Aaron cards. I mean, the guy was just like, this was my uncle's binder of cards, and they gave it to me. I didn't want it. It was one of those stories where you always hear people say, you go to Craigslist or Facebook, and you get this great deal. Well, that happened to me on that thing. He said he wanted $40. I said I can't do 40. I was like, 20 maybe, because the condition of the cards can't be seen via the internet. And then I was like, I'll take $20, chance, because I'm driving out to where you're at, which is about a 20-minute drive. And he's like, all right, $20 is fine. So we're sitting in the gas station parking lot, and I'm exchanging money out there for a binder full of cards. I felt like I'll do something illegal. So it was pretty funny. He like drives away with my money. I drive away with the binder, and we called it a day. Hey, what's up, Jonathan? The Cuban collector. All the way from Miami, Florida. What is up, my brother?
Oh, hey, Christian. Hey, brother. Hey, brother.
Yeah, I never trust those auctions. As soon as somebody tells me it's my dad's old baseball card, like this guy right here is an actual dealer or seller, or somebody who just, is a person who knows the hobby. They themselves are a collector, and they're just trying to, play on people's stupidity or lack of knowledge to like try to make some money. But this guy here, he actually showed me what he had. Like, he was like, this is what I have. I want some money for it. He wasn't trying to like hassle me. I mean, obviously I said, I'll give you $20. He's like, okay. So I don't care what he was trying to do. It was a great deal, so I'll take it all day long. My son's playing. Hey, Jonathan, just in case you want to know, this is my son over here. My son, Luca, right there. He's playing some Fortnite. He's rocking his Indiana Pacer jersey shorts because we support the Pacers in this family. Another day, I know. I'm starting to do a lot more live videos than I thought I would. But honestly, because of people like you and Victor, you all come on to my channels almost every time when I do live videos, so it's fun to talk shop. So if it wasn't for you guys showing up, I probably wouldn't do it as much because I just don't want to hear myself talk. But it's kind of cool to hear you all pop on and check it out, and then we can just talk and goof off. So you guys show up a lot. Bob shows up a lot. I'm sure I'm probably forgetting a few people, but you three seem to be like pretty constant, so that's cool.
Hey, brother. Hey, brother.
Oh, Luca just took somebody out.
No, I'm not. I'm not aiming. Dad, am I aiming?
No, he is not aiming. You jumped right in front of him and he shot you. Luca's playing. My son Luca, his name's Luca. He's playing against all his like baseball friends in this Fortnite game. So like, they're all super competitive, obviously already. So they get real bent out of shape. Oh yeah, yep, you're right. Steve shows up a lot too. Yeah. Well, he'll be doing live videos. Steve will be doing live videos at 3 o'clock in the morning when his baby's like up crying all night. That's when he'll be doing live videos then, because he'll already be up. Yeah, you all definitely are. I never realized how many collectors, different backgrounds of people who collected baseball cards. It's so cool, like, because I'm here in Indiana. In Indiana, where I live in Indiana specifically, is, I would say...
I'm not aiming, am I?
No, you're not aiming. Everybody around here mostly, or, you're going to see mostly white people. And so it's so cool to see the community being so diverse. And people from all walks of life being collectors. I just love that. You don't really get to see that a lot, unfortunately, in this part of the state where I'm at. But it's super awesome to see that and see everybody being huge collectors. I love it. That is awesome. Yeah, I wish somebody offered me to go to a Yankees game. I would take them up in a heartbeat. So that would be awesome. There was one time that I thought me and my father were going to go to New York and watch a Yankees game at the old Yankee Stadium, and then life happened, and we couldn't make it happen. It was so disappointing, and so that's one of my life regrets of never being able to go and to see an actual game at Yankee Stadium. All right, well, I'll definitely try to catch that video either tonight or tomorrow, Victor, of the cigar one. That was a sick kill, dude.
I wasn't aim because I can't aim when I'm on the thing. I can't aim.
I can't wait. You need hey Jonathan, you need to do the Cuban sandwich video. I'm still waiting for that video. I need to learn how to make a authentic Cuban sandwich. Oh, I bet the new stadium is much more expensive. You know that everything's more expensive nowadays, but especially I'm sure in New York more than anywhere else, aside from maybe Los Angeles. Everything's gonna be way more expensive. But I still would like to get out there and watch some baseball, regardless. Have you ever been to Shea Stadium?
Shotguns only? Oh, I don't even have a shotgun.
Quit doing that. That makes me want to throw up, like that Pokemon video.
I don't even have a hunting or I don't even have a shotgun, so I'm gonna have to go out and try to find one. Is it only shotguns, or can you shotgun?
I completely agree. I believe that 100%, Jonathan. All right, next Sunday, good. That's what I want to hear. Cause I really want to see that. You got me all thinking about Cuban sandwiches. I got to go back into Indianapolis and have their fake version of Cuban sandwiches. That's cool. I really want to, like I said, if I go to New York, I'm definitely going to try to catch a couple baseball games and go to Cooperstown for sure. Actually, there's a guy I'm friends with in one of my Facebook groups, and he lives in New York City. And he told me if I want to, we can go to, he'd pick me up at the airport, and maybe we can go to Cooperstown together this fall and drive up to Cooperstown and go to the Hall of Fame. So that'd be kind of cool, because I don't have any friends or anybody I know in New York, so I need to go with somebody I can trust and have a good time and get me around the city, because if not, I'll end up getting lost. Yeah, exactly. A City Field looks beautiful on the TV screen. I agree. Too bad that they can't get their act together. They're kind of like the Cincinnati Reds, which is a team I really like. You know, the Cincinnati Reds, every 4 or 5 years, they're quote-unquote rebuilding. They don't ever, get a core of guys and keep them and, really work with them and put pieces together to make a good team. They keep moving the pieces around, and then they trade everybody. I hate it. Hey, man, thanks a lot, Jameson. Glad you liked it. It was the least I can do, dude. So, yeah, you and Isaac are awesome, man. Like I said, it's a father-son duo. My son, him and I do a lot of stuff together. Collecting sports cards isn't really our thing. He'd rather, play this Fortnite than collect, which is fine. But it's cool to see a father-son duo. Like I said, it reminds me a lot of my dad, so... I got to send you my eBay. Send you, or Jason, you sent. Hold on. I didn't catch that statement. Let me go back and look. Sorry.
Oh.
I got your eBay. Got my eBay. Send me your contact. I don't understand, Jonathan. You got it. You got eBay contact, or you need my contact? I sent you an email with my information, with my email, with my address. Are you talking about something else? Yep, I agree about the Mets, dude. Yep. Well, I just don't like that the Cincinnati Reds, every time they get a solid core of players, a good 4 to 6 good players on the team, they either end up trading them away for young prospects because they don't make any big moves for a couple years, or they get injured, or they just give up and just stop trying to go after any good and decent players, either young or established players, and then we end up having to play quote unquote rebuild every year. It gets so old. Like they haven't had a good seat, like a good core team in like a decade and a half. It is. I mean, the last time they had a decent team was when Griffey
Oh,
Jr. was towards the very end of his career, and they had like Adam Dunn and Austin Kearns and a handful of other. They had a handful of players, and that was it. I thought I sent you my email, dude. Don't you have my email? I sent you a message last night. You didn't get it because your email is cubancollector@gmail.com, correct? It said I sent it. It showed that it went through. I put it all one word, cubancollector@gmail.com. And I sent it and it didn't come back to me saying it was not sent. Yeah, well, you're right, dude. Well, the St. Louis Cardinals have been perennial, just like amazing, team for, decades. Like it's usually St. Louis and then everybody else in the Central Division. It's kind of surprising that they've had a couple rough years because they're usually like the team to beat, not only just in the National League, but in general. Apparently, I'm getting a call, so sorry, guys, it's coming through. I don't know. I don't recognize the phone number, so I'm not going to answer it. So there we go. Sorry about that, guys. That's probably what you were hearing if you heard it cut out. But yeah, it's kind of surprising. Yeah, check Jonathan and see. I did send you it last night, but to Jameson, yeah, I mean, it's kind of surprising how well the Pirates and the Brewers are right now. The Cubs too, I guess. Pretty much all the three teams that are like never really any good. It was always St. Louis Cardinals and the Reds. Now we're the two that's not doing too good. The other three teams are like pretty awesome. So it's unusual to be in the not for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's super unusual for you guys, but for us to be year in and year out now, nothing to get excited about.
Oh, come on, bro.
Who was that, Damien?
Yeah, I hit Damien for so many times.
But he still got you. What happened to Wyatt? Did he ever show up?
Yeah, he's like doing something. I don't know what he is doing. Where did I die? There's so much building. Where did I die? I think I died down here somewhere.
Well, I know my son and I are going to try to get out to a Reds game next month after it cools down a little bit. I'm not a big fan of sitting in a hot stadium for like 4 hours and sweating my butt off. So in the hot sun. So I think we're going to try to go to a Reds game sometime in September. I think we're going to go watch the San Diego Padres. I've never seen the Padres play before. So I think we're going to go watch the Padres and the Reds play a game next year or next month. Right. Meanwhile, Red Sox Nation, they haven't lost a game in like, 20 games or something? It's been crazy.
No, I don't have a shotgun. I can't find my loot, so can I ask someone?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I mean, like, I'm a Yankees fan. I'm a huge Yankees fan. But it's always fun to see the Yankees have real competition because usually they just like annihilate the American League East. So it's kind of cool to see the Red Sox the last couple of years really like put together a good team, and they got some real studs on that team right now. They're gonna be hard to beat for the next couple, years for sure if they keep going at the rate they're going. I remember when the Red Sox started winning, and then they won the World Series, 2004? I can't remember. Like, I was sitting in at a bar with some friends from my work, watching the game, and just, like, being completely, like, blown away at how well the Red Sox had just, like, kind of just got, like, just really good with the right pieces, and then they just kind of never really looked back. They had a couple years, the last 15 years, and kind of weaker years, but they've just been really consistently good. More than ever in the last couple of years, it feels like. I just wish the Cincinnati Reds could just get into the show, just get into the playoffs. Let them get like a few games under their belt. They still go out in the first round, fine. But man, it's embarrassing for a Reds fan right now. I'm getting all choked up about it just thinking about it. And when I say choke up, I mean like I'm getting like it's something stuck in my throat because it's awful. Like I want to like this is awful.
I'm coming to the middle.
I kind of like to see the Astros play the Red Sox in the American League what divisional title, whatever, in was it ALDS or whatever, American League Divisional Series. I like to see an Astros Red Sox game. I don't. That'd be a fun one to watch. I really love the Astros. I'm a big fan of Jose Altuve.
Wait.
But I'd be okay with watching Seattle Mariners actually play with against the Houston Astros too.
Come on.
Yes, you're right. And the thing is with the Miami Marlins, dude. Yeah, exactly. I hope so too. I hope. I don't care who the Astros get beat, or I don't care who the Red Sox get beat by, as long as it's they don't make it. But yeah, it'll be a cool game to watch for sure because they got both teams have some really great players. But yeah, I mean, like JD Martinez, man, he just don't get any love. I mean, he plays for Miami. Unfortunately, it's a small market like the Reds, and you play in Miami, no one's going to hear about you. The rest of the United States, unfortunately, and I mean, I keep hearing, I don't know if what you all hear down in Miami, but around here, they keep talking about how they're going to move the Marlins out of there. They're going to move them to another city here in the next couple of years. Yeah, the Yankees pitching sucks. That's what's going to hold them. Yeah. I'm sure they dislike Jeter. Jeter got rid of all the every good player that the Miami Marlins had, they got rid of. You didn't bring back Ichiro, which I understand that to a certain degree, but you got rid of Giancarlo Stanton. You got rid of Yelich, two of your best players. Didn't they get rid of one of the pitchers too? I can't think of the pitcher's name, but I feel like they got rid of a pitcher as well. I mean, it's ridiculous. No wonder nobody's happy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Stanton's on fire, like legitly. But maybe you can speak to this, Victor. Isn't the Yankees are not big fans of Giancarlo Stanton? I keep here in Indiana, all we ever hear about is how no one in New York cares about Giancarlo Stanton, even though he's doing well. It's all about Judge. It's like all hail the king or all hail the judge, and Giancarlo Stanton is like playing second fiddle, even though he's doing great. I mean, obviously that's what we're hearing here in Indiana. I don't know if that's true in New York, but that's what everybody's saying, that the people in New York could care less about Stanton.
Okay, let's go. I'm coming towards where you died. Oh, hi.
I thought he was with the Marlins. Did he get traded, I guess? See, that's how much I know about players that came from Miami.
Yeah, push me to the edge.
Yeah, last year I got to see Giancarlo Stanton play against the Reds when the Marlins came, because we knew it was like one of Ichiro's last games. So Luke and I went to go watch the Reds play the Marlins in Cincinnati, and he's a monster. Like, you see him standing over by third base or walking around the dugout, and when he's in the batting cage, I mean, he would just kill him the ball. And then that game, he actually hit a home run. Okay, the Justin Boyd trade. Okay. Now it makes more sense.
Oh no, we're both boogied.
It's hard for me to keep up with, like, if it's not with the Cincinnati Reds or some of the bigger name players, I don't keep up with a lot of, like, the moves and trades with people. I know it's probably bad, but I collect who I collect, or keep up with who I keep up with, and everybody else I'm kind of just like, eh. Like, I had no idea about those two guys from the Braves. What are their names? The two guys of the Braves that people were freaking out about? Like, Acuna, and who's the other guy's name? I can't think of the other guy's name. Albies? I never even knew those guys because they're playing the Atlanta Braves. They're not even on my radar. But then everybody's freaking out about how good they are, and I'm like, I guess I got to figure out who these guys are. Are you going to actually play some, like, actual Fortnite?
Yeah. Christian, you want to do some actual duos or something, or with Wyatt? Wyatt just texted me his mic was broken, so. Yeah, he texted me on his.
But at that game, I was saying.
Let's go.
But I was saying that Giancarlo Stanton, man, he hit a home run at the Reds game last year. It was amazing. Yeah, I'm surprised they're doing so good too. But those two boys they got on the team apparently are the real deal. Everybody's freaking out about them. So, I mean, like I said, I don't follow the Braves. I mean, the only Brave I can tell you about in the last 20 years is Chipper Jones. So I have no idea about any Atlanta Braves players at all. Is Dansby Swanson now on their team? Maybe I know about him now that I think about it. That was a headshot. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Donnie? Murph's here. Hey.
Yeah, what's up?
That's my son.
Let's do some duos, bro.
Yeah, it's my son right there playing some Fortnite, doing some dance moves. Oh, he just dropped the dab on all of us.
Okay.
Watch out, Blake. From from Donnie from not Donnie from what Blake's Breaks. You got a new dabber in the mix now.
Hey Wyatt, what's up? I don't really care.
Oh my gosh! All this dancing he's doing is knocking this thing down. Don't be shaking your butt on me, you weirdo.
I did. Guys, look at this awesome dance.
Yeah, we all should all play Fortnite together. We should all get in a. Hey, honestly, guys, if any of you all do play Fortnite, even though I don't really play. If you all send me an invitation, we can all get on Fortnite and play together.
I'll play with
I'm sure you want to play, Luca. No, this is adults. You not hanging out with a bunch of adults on
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
They can't cuss, and then I'll be good.
Well, it's not about the adults not cussing or not, because maybe they don't cuss anyways. It's about me not wanting you play with a bunch of little play with adults. And you're a little kid.
I'm not little.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm not any good at Fortnite, but if anybody ever wants to get on and play and just goof off, it'll be more about just hanging out and talking and not trying to get killed by a bunch of 9-year-olds on Fortnite. It'll be more about that than the actual plane itself.
I don't really care if you cry. I am not afraid to die. Push me to the edge.
Are you gonna dab if you win? If you and Christian take a dub?
Also Wyatt. If me, Christian, and Wyatt.
You want me? Hey, Luca, want to speak Japanese? They want to hear Japanese.
What should I say?
What about if I ask you something?
What if I don't know how to?
Nihonji desu ka?
Wakanda. I do know. I'm not a weirdo.
Yeah, kids take it way too serious. But I mean, I gotta remember when I was a kid playing the Nintendo. Remember on Friday we were all talking about Nintendo when we were kids? So I gotta kind of keep it in perspective, because I remember I used to be like one of those kids who would get super bent out of shape. But the difference was I was sitting in my mom and dad's basement back in the 80s playing Nintendo and screaming and freaking out because I got killed in Contra or whatever. But I wasn't online doing it with a bunch of people who can listen and videotape me crying and throw my controller and act like a baby. Nowadays, that's what everybody does. And it's almost like ridiculous. Oh, yeah, man. Like at my old job, I used to work for the Department of Education, and like I worked with a lot of dudes. And oh my gosh, like so many of those guys are were video gamers. And I will resend it to you, dude. And that's all they would ever talk about. Like literally every single topic was about them playing video games all day long, all night long. They would just stop playing to go to work, and then they go back to play again. It was like crazy. Like I haven't picked up a video game controller and like seriously played a game in like, what am I, almost 40, 25 years? You know, maybe longer. Like I probably stopped playing for legit video games in like 95 or 6 when I was still in high school. So yeah, it's been a long time for me to play like legit video games. Oh, that was like unacceptable. He just danced in front of that guy's face and then danced and then shot him.
I went, hey, brother, and then I got him.
You need to go get some slurps.
I already have 50 shooters. Hey, brother.
Yeah, I mean, I have a friend of mine when I used to work with. He played Destiny like it was like a real thing. Like he like played like nonstop video games.
Brother.
He's in the house. Like he played Destiny like he would like it was like a real thing. So I definitely understand. Like people take video games nowadays too serious. Like I'll get on this sometimes when my son's at his mom's house, and I'll get on Fortnite to play just by myself, just for kicks and giggles, and like literally hearing these little kids that are like 9, 10 years old cussing and screaming and like just freaking out and like cussing and trying to like get nasty with me because you know like I'm not doing what they want me to do. It just gets crazy. Like I'm just like, who do you think you are?
He's pickaxing me. I'm dead.
Yeah. Only thing I keep up on is my movies, dude. I don't play. I don't do anything with music. I don't do anything with video games. I just play. I keep up with my movies though. Well, hey, Jonathan, send me your on PS4. I'm sorry, on email. I'll send you my handle on PS4, and you and I could play some Fortnite if you want on here. Because if you have a PS4, we can play. It'll be just like this. I was just talking about ridiculous stuff, and then the process trying not to get killed by a bunch of elementary school kids. Who's left?
Only Christian.
That guy was just standing there. He wasn't even fighting. Oh, they just took him out. What time? Nanji desu ka?
It is time for me to keep on playing.
Yeah. Nanji desu ka?
9:12.
We're gonna have to be wrapping this up. You can play one more game.
Oh.
It's 9:12, dude. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I have to go to work until 9.
I don't care. You have to get ready for school tomorrow. Nice try, though.
Just me. Why? I guess you're gonna go do a duo.
Duo. You gonna drop a deuce in your pants? Are you leaving the party?
Wyatt.
I'm gonna give my son one more game he can play. Then I'm gonna have to call it night. It's almost 9:30 over here in the East Coast, so we gotta get ready for bed. His favorite thing to do.
Can you switch it? Can you switch it to duos? Because this is my last game.
So you don't want to go? I would suggest not going to Trump Tower because it'll last like 2 seconds. What did that one thing say? Jung Bong or something?
Huh?
One of the weapons or something? I thought. Huh? Maybe.
Was it a skin?
I don't know. Maybe it was.
Ooh, a bolt action.
Ew, I'm in the lobby and I got a gun that doesn't even matter. Yeah, I'm gonna say starting this week. Oh, I gotta have to brag on my son today. Today was their first fall ball. They're playing fall ball here in the town we live in, and so the fall ball here is more like anybody can come out and try out for it. It's nothing serious. Yeah, school already started here in Indiana. School started actually last week. So, but in fall ball, they pretty much let anybody can play. My son plays travel baseball in Indiana. So he's on the town team of the best 11 kids at his age. But during the fall, they just let everybody play. There's no like real travel ball for fall ball. And my son, out of like about 30 or 40 kids, he was ranked he was ranked in the top, probably the top kid, if not one of the top 2 or 3 kids out of everybody that showed up today. They had a scale of like 1 being like the weak, not very good, to 4. He got 4s on everything he did, and he was the fastest kid on the field. He what did you clock?
3:31.
No, 3:21 or 3:71. No, 3:31, right?
No, 3:31 is too fast. So I did it in 7 seconds and 31 milliseconds.
31.
Yeah.
So he ran around the entire base, all the bases, at 7.13.
7.31.
7.31. So a little over 7 seconds, he ran around the entire field, or ran around the entire bases. It was awesome. So that was super cool. He beat one of his best friends on the other team. So it was kind of cool to see because everybody thought that kid was going to be the fastest. And then my son Luca ended up taking home the prize for the fastest kid on the field. Out of 40 kids that were there, he was the fastest one to run the bases. So that was pretty awesome. We were pretty proud of him. He hit the ball really well for not picking up the baseball bat in the last month. That was pretty cool. That's awesome, Jameson. That's cool. Congratulations on another great win, dude. That is awesome. Everybody loves some eBay. Shohei Ohtani, he's one of our guys here on the Japanese. We're big Japanese baseball fans here. Yes, scouts will be watching. You know that for sure. Yeah, man. He hasn't picked up a baseball bat or a glove or nothing the last month because baseball travel season's been over, and and then he went up there and he crushed the ball, a couple of good hits, and he caught the ball in right field and threw it all the way to third base and home. No, with the ball not even bouncing once out on the right field, and that was cool. He was the only one who could do that. Him and one other kid. Everybody else was the ball's rolling around or bouncing. He was a straight laser beam. So pretty cool to see that kind of stuff. I know I'm bragging about my kid, but I'm pretty pumped to see that even after a month of not playing, he came and decided to put the smackdown on all the competition. Now he's putting the smackdown on some Fortnite apparently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if I don't put myself in eBay jail, I will blow my money like nobody's business. I got to be careful. So I hear you. My phone's going to try to die here, guys. So I'm going to probably have to hop off of here. It's telling me I have low battery. So if all of a sudden it goes down, you know what happened. It wasn't because I just was like, I just like all of a sudden was like, had it with anybody. Is because my phone decided to take a poop. Take a poop. So.
Oh, got both of them.
You should get in on that, Jameson. I don't want to bid you up for sure.
Ooh, good job, what? Why, can I get my guy's loot and you get that guy's loot? I know your mic's not working anymore, so.
Yeah, I got to put myself in eBay jail. I bought a few cards this past week, and nothing crazy. A couple cards here and there, a couple dollar cards here and there, I guess. But I got to pay. I got to be a responsible adult and mature adult and actually make some like payments on house stuff. Sucks for sure. Oh, you got your judge card for the night? I guess that's true. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. The phone's like seriously going to die here in a few moments. So thanks for everybody hanging out with us today. We had a great time. Definitely will be doing this again sometime. But thanks to Jameson and Jonathan, Victor, Donnie, y'all came and hung out with me for a little bit. I really appreciate it, guys. It means a lot when I do these little videos and you all hang around. It's great. Take care. Luca, can you say bye?
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys. Y'all take care. Have a good evening, a great week, and peace out, Boy Scouts. Deuces.